I think he'll go to the Chargers. But if he is, Bill Belichick might be available. Because if he is, that means that he went and end around Belichick again, went to Kraft, and forced Kraft, because Brady wants to be, among or the highest paid. He don't want to be underpaid, and forced Belichick to give a bigger cap percentage to a player who needs more around him, not less around him. At that point, Belichick might look at the Patriots and go, what can I do? And may move on. Like, I would not be surprised if he would be there for the picking if Kraft forced him to give Brady a premier-type contract. I believe that won't happen, and Brady will go to the Chargers.
I don't believe Brady will stay with the Patriots next season myself. I don't know where he'll go. People keep mentioning the Chargers. I'm a Tennessee guy. Okay. I'm a Tennessee guy because of his relationship with Vrabel and the fact that I think that he believes he's been underappreciated, not by Mr. Kraft, but by Bill Belichick. I think that Brady is a guy that looks around the league and he's approached the twilight of his career and he recognizes that his days are coming to an end. And now he's reflecting on all that he's done, and he's of the mindset. Of course, I don't know. Brady never spoke to him. It's just my opinion. But, of course, he's of the mindset of not just look what I've done, but he's also of the mindset, look what I've done for you, too. Yeah. And so as a result of that,
taking less money to do it.
And you do get to a point where you just want to feel appreciated. Mm-hmm. You want to feel appreciated. And anywhere else he goes, he knows the likelihood is that he'll be appreciated better than he has been appreciated by Bill Belichick. And that's where I think it becomes interesting.
He'll be appreciated more if he succeeds elsewhere. I'm not sure that he'll succeed elsewhere.
I'm just talking about when you walk in the door.
When you walk in the door, they're going to be excited. But
that's right.
But the clock starts. If you don't perform early on, those fans are going to turn on you quickly in a way that I think the Patriots fans would not. I disagree with you guys. I think that he is going to play in New England next year because I think that this is an NBA style, like 1 year LeBron would do it, where he would sign 1-year deals so that he could force the hand of the front office to bring in the help that he felt he needed. That's what I see this being, in part, or not in part, mostly because I think Robert Kraft is a sentimental guy. And he's won 6 Super Bowls with Tom Brady. We saw it happen with him, with Brady able to kind of orchestrate the departure of Jimmy Garoppolo because Robert Kraft really respects and appreciates what Tom Brady has done. And I think as he gets later in his life, I think that he wants to do what he believes is right by Tom Brady, and that is rewarding him with re-signing him to a long-term deal.
You may not believe this, and I don't blame you because I say, anti-Boston, I've been on Tom Brady and everything. Were I a Patriots fan, that would infuriate me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a Yankees fan, and Derek Jeter got into the Hall of Fame. We've been talking about it today. Do you know the last contract negotiation? When he wanted 3 years, I'm on the radio going, don't give Jeter those 3. Well, he's going to play for another team, whatever. I think you have to be ruthless. If you want to continue a dynasty, you got to be ruthless at the end of guys' careers. And if I was a Patriots fan, I'd be like, hold up. We're watching Jimmy Garoppolo's team play in the Super Bowl today. Like right now, it's what we're about to do. And you're going to go back to that guy and give him even more money and our team's going to fall apart more? I would want to know, even if it is Brady for 1 more year, what's the succession plan? Who is going to quarterback after Brady? And if you give him all that money, what you going to do?
I would say this to you, though. I think this is one of those situations where we don't really like to bring up other people's family and stuff like that. But I think you got to think about the wife. I think that the wife, who has been on the record wanting him to retire for years, reminding him of what they really, really don't need to be dealing with, I don't think that's been just about his physical health. I think that's been about his mental health as well. Not to say that Brady's mentally unhealthy or anything like that. I'm not qualified to say something like that. But I do think that if you are frustrated and you are coming home to that frustration every single day, the wife, who, by the way, is a superstar in her own right, who has her own money in her own right, who clearly had a much, much better lifestyle than New England or wherever it is.
Question about Jordan.
I'm just talking weather. I'm just saying the point is you can get to a point where it's like, look, we dealt with this enough now. We've dealt with this enough.
Question about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, like Jeter, like Kobe, like Brady till now, whole time with one organization, the greatest ever, everything. Last 2 years of his career with a bad organization, and they lost, but he became the owner of the team. No, I'm saying once he left. And he became an owner of the team in that area. It wasn't in that area.
Well, remember, he went to Washington.
Yeah, no, I know. I was there. I was there.
He had to deal with Abe Pollin. Yep. According to him anyway, Abe Pollin reneged.
Right.
And
But
as
my
a
point,
result,
but my point is, and he still wound up an owner, but he made that move for considerations outside of just play on the court.
Right.
Now, on the one hand, it was like, oh, God, I don't want to see Jordan in a Wizards uniform, not good anymore. I don't want to see Brady in a Chargers uniform, not good anymore. On the other hand, if it's the next step in a life that he's going to live after football.
That I find interesting. Nothing gives me the belief that Tom Brady thinks like that, except for the fact that it seems like in the last 4 or 5 years, he's become a public person. Like, he's branding himself. He's very conscious of that stuff. Yeah, he's doing the TB12. He's speaking out. He's giving interviews where he says things that are interesting from time to time. He has Facebook shows. Like, that suggests to me someone who is foresees the end, and that LA is a good place to be to launch some sort of lifestyle brand.
You could say that, but we could also say it's facilitated by the fact that he knows that he has the love and support of an owner.
Yeah.
But not necessarily the coach. See, in Chicago, even though once upon a time there was this guy named Jerry Krause, God rest his soul, you know what? Reinsdorf stood by him. You know, whatever he wanted to do.
The GM and the owner.
You see what I'm saying? The GM and the owner stood by him. So, you know what? That's not the case here.
Yeah.
Kraft is on the opposite page of Belichick, which is why it's going to be up to Brady to decide what I want to do.
Of course. But what I'm saying is it a good idea or a bad idea for the iconic guy of the era and the GOAT, right, to end his career a year or two on a franchise where they don't go to the playoffs and he's not the same? And my answer is, on the field of play, it's not good for Jordan, and it won't be good for Brady. Off the field of play, Jordan was supposed to become an owner, and he did, but for another franchise. What if this leads to launching TB12 to a multi-billion-dollar brand?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.